Welcome back to my channel. This is a second class in soil mechanics. Today we can see the definitions and the properties in soil. First, soil phase system. Our soil is composed of three phases: solid, water and air. If our soil is fully dried or it is a fully saturated, then it will be only two phase. How? In fully dried there will be no presence of water. Only solids and the air will be present. That's why it is a two phase. In fully saturated there will be no air, only solid and water. So it is a two phase. In partially or unsaturated soil it consists of three phases. Let's see in detail. Solids, water, air. The weight of the solids is indicated by Ws. The weight of water is indicated by Ww, and the weight of the air is indicated by Wa. Same as for volume. The volume of the solid is indicated by Vs, the volume of water is indicated by Vw, and the volume of the air is indicated by Va. Weight, total weight indicated by W, and the total volume is indicated by V. The air and the water are combinedly said to be voids. So, volume of air plus volume of water, we can get the volume of the voids. Weight of air plus weight of water, we can get the weight of the voids. Then void ratio. The void ratio is indicated by E. E is equal to volume of voids to the volume of the solids. It can have any value greater than 0. Sometimes it can be greater than 1. Then porosity. N is equal to Vv divided by total volume. The value of porosity ranges between 0 to 100. The relation between void ratio and the porosity is N is equal to E divided by 1 plus E. E is equal to N divided by N minus 1. E is equal to N divided by 1 minus N, not N minus 1. Degree of saturation. Degree of saturation is indicated by SR. SR is equal to volume of water to the volume of the voids into 100. Its value ranges from 0 to 100. For fully saturated, SR is equal to 1. For fully dry, there will be no presence of saturation. So SR is equal to 0. Air content is indicated by AC. AC is equal to volume of air to the volume of the voids. Air content value ranges between 0 to 1. For fully saturated, air content is equal to 0 since there will be no presence of air. For fully dried, air content is equal to 1. A relation between air content and degree of saturation is air content plus degree of saturation is equal to 1. Then percentage of air voids indicated by Na. Na is equal to Va divided by V into 100. The percentage of air void value ranges from 0 to N. So, for fully saturated, Na is equal to 0. For fully dried, Na is equal to N. Then water content, W. W is equal to weight of water to the weight of the solids into 100. The value of water content can be any value greater than 0. Sometimes it can be greater than 100%. Then coming to the unit weight, there are five unit weights. One is bulk unit weight, dry unit weight, saturated unit weight, and the other one submerged unit weight, and the other one is unit weight of the solids. Let's see bulk unit weight at first. By unit weight means we all know weight divided by volume. As it is a bulk unit weight, total weight by total volume. Total weight means Ws, W of solids, weight of water, weight of air to the total volume V. In dry unit weight, there will be no presence of water. Therefore, weight of water will get eliminated. Weight of air is already 0. So, we can get weight of solids to the volume. Saturated unit weight. Instead of weight of the solids, we have to write saturated weight of the solids to the total volume. Submerged unit weight. Same as saturated unit weight. Instead of saturated weight of the soil, we have to write submerged weight of the soil to the total volume. A relation between submerged unit weight and saturated unit weight is gamma submerged, that is unit weight of the submerged soil is equal to unit weight of the saturated soil minus unit weight of the water. Then unit weight of solids. Unit weight of solids is equal to weight of solids divided by volume of the solids. For unit weight of solids alone, here volume of solids. For other unit weights, here total volume will be given. Unit weight of solid will be constant. Specific gravity indicated by G, which is equal to unit weight of solids at a given temperature of a given volume to the unit weight of the water at the same temperature and the same volume. G for inorganic soil ranges between 2.60 to 2.85. Apparent mass or bulk specific gravity, it will have a small difference from specific gravity. That is, instead of gamma S, we will write gamma for partially saturated, and for fully dry we will write here dry unit weight, and for fully saturated here we have to write saturated unit weight divided by unit weight of the water. This apparent specific gravity will always be lesser than the specific gravity. Important relationships that we have to memory. SE is equal to WG. Gamma, which is a bulk unit weight, is equal to gamma W into G plus SE divided by 1 plus E. Using this one relation, we can memory these three relationships. How? Gamma D, we know in dry unit weight, degree of saturation will be 0. So this term will get eliminated. So gamma W into G divided by 1 plus E. For gamma sat, we know saturation will be 1. So this S will become 1 and we will get gamma W into G plus E divided by 1 plus E. For gamma submerged, we know gamma sat minus gamma W. If we substitute that, we will get gamma W into G minus 1 divided by 1 plus E. It is an important relationship between the dry unit weight and the bulk unit weight. If these two values are known, we have to use this relation. Gamma D is equal to gamma divided by 1 plus W. Then gamma D is equal to 1 minus Na into gamma Wg divided by 1 plus Wg is a relation using percentage of air voids. Gamma is equal to gamma D plus SR into gamma sat minus gamma D. These are relationships we should memory so that we can solve problems easily. Soil weighs 120 gram and its weight 80 milliliter. G, that is specific gravity, given 2.80, and they ask the void ratio. They have given the weight and the volume. Weight and the volume, we can consider that we can find unit weight easily. It is a dry soil. So dry unit weight is equal to weight of the solid to the total volume. Weight they have given, volume also they have given, so that you can find gamma D easily. Now they ask the void ratio. It is a relation which is already given. Using that relation we can find the gamma D is equal to gamma Wg divided by 1 plus E. Here all is known, only the unknown is E. Therefore we used this relation to find void ratio. Gamma D we have find. Gamma W unit weight of water we already know 1 gram per cc. G specific gravity they have given. By substituting the values we can get E is equal to 0.86. Another one example, void ratio they given, they asked porosity. Relation between void ratio and the porosity is N is equal to E divided by 1 plus E. We have E, then we can easily find N. This is our today's class. Tomorrow let's start our important topic of IS classification. If you like my channel, support my channel by subscribing the channels, and if you have any comments, comment below.